Howdy, hi. Howdy, Bill.
Howdy, Rob. Howdy, William E. Howdy, Marty.
I don't want to say this box of nickels has been sitting here a while, guys, but when it's covered in this much cat fur. All righty. All right, we got Marty V.
Wow.
William, Hunter Boucher, even Hunter, and Mr. Lance McWillen, and Mystic. Good evening, everybody.
That was fast.
We are doing a box of halves tonight. That's been sitting here for a long time. Good evening, Bart.
Hi, Jay. Plugsy. Howdy.
Howdy, Tom K. Howdy, Plugs. Oops, just hit the phone.
Hi, Happy Bears. I thought we were doing
Happy Bears.
We're doing nickels, aren't we?
Your gooeys went off in the mail today, Happy Bears.
Hi, David Carlisle.
All righty, guys, here is the box. See, I'm not Marty, guys. There's no Buffalo or V Nichols or, staring me in the face. Howdy, David Carlisle.
Hi, Tom Carey. Here's our backup.
Howdy, Tom K. All right, guys, I'm going to flip these all around and then take them out of the box, and then I'm going to use the box to throw the dump ones in. So we're going to find out if we get any enders. And if we do, I will show them to you. All right, guys, we haven't done a box of nickels yet this year. We've started a box of pennies, but we haven't finished them. Oh, and I believe it was William that said right before we came on the air, put the gooeys down. What do you say? Put down the gooeys. No. Denise made 6 batches of gooeys or 6 orders of gooeys for the people that want and a couple other people that I need to take care of. And no, guys, she even got mad at me when I just licked the crumbs out of the bowl. She gave me, I didn't get a single gooey, guys.
Bummer.
But the scale was very kind to me yesterday, Bill, or this morning. So
Good.
I have my weigh-in at my doctor's office tomorrow. So we're hoping for a couple of pounds. Howdy, J. Paul, David Carlisle.
Oh, Lance is getting a Manicore tomorrow. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lance.
Hi, Silver Wishes.
Howdy, Silver Wishes. All right, I've seen a couple shiny ones that are doing this. I don't know if they're just shiny or if they're proofs, but I'd love to find me a... Ooh, that's an old nickel right there. I'd love to find me a proof tonight.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Dutchie.
Hi, Dutchie. Okay, there's one of the new Buffaloes.
Hi, Fairy Dust.
Hi, Miss Fairy Dust. Nickels make a lot of noise when they hit the table, Bill. All right. Ooh, that's a second old nickel. All right, we've got a nice mix of new and old nickels here, guys. That's for sure.
Hi, Backbreaking. Hey, Martin Smith. Smythe.
Hey, Backbreaking.
Oh, no,
that's
Marty.
Okay. That's okay, William. She didn't give me any.
Marty didn't get his nickels.
Yeah, that's what he said in the on the stream or on the Monday Digs. Did they just forget to order them, Marty? Okay, so I use time cash and pick up 2 seconds later. The Brinks truck rolled up. He had no nickels for my bank. Offered bank order, but the Brink guy has nothing. Wow. There you go, Marty. Did you order them for next week? Oh, shit. Just hit my keyboard. Man, these nickels are heavy, Bill. You could use these babies as brass knuckles.
Oh, yeah.
Did I see Mystic come in tonight? Mystic, Denise got all the
Yep.
dirt out of my truck, buddy. She went up to my house and unloaded all the dirt. There's a note on my door from the city for I have to pay my garbage bill. I don't like to pay the garbage bill. The city forced us to get. Ooh, that's going to get open first, guys. That's the oldest nickel I've seen. That's going to get open first. All right, we're putting the box off to the side. That'll be for our dump nickels. And look at this nickel to start off, Bill. I'm very surprised that doesn't have a PD or S on it. Man, that looks old. All right, guys, here is roll one.
Hi, little penny.
Hi, show me. Hi, little penny coins. There you go, Marty. Good deal.
Oh, good, Marty.
All right, we're going to move this back a little bit. I've got my loop and my magnifying glass here, guys. Okay. All right, I don't see any dark ones that a silver war nickel would be, but let's see this M one, guys. Here is the first old one. It's an ender, and it is a D. Oh, we're going to need the loop. Where is the loop? Our bank had just rolled a box on Monday from cash received.
Tom says he thinks it's a 52.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I guess that's what he meant. Oh, William said 46.
Okay, there is a D mint mark on the back, and it is a 48. We start right off with the 40s, guys.
Right in between you two guys, almost.
All right, that's a good sign, guys. Right off in the 40s to start.
Yeah.
Hmm. 57. Okay. 57, Denver. Look at that. 2 keepers in the first roll. $86. We're also going to be looking for the 2009s because they're low mint, and anything else Marty sees, he can yell to me because Marty's a hell of a lot more. Ooh, look at this, baby. Look at that.
Wow.
It looks like a ghost coin, Bill. That is wild looking. It is completely worn down on the front. The back's not bad, but that is just, I'm making a short out of that. That's way too cool. That looks like a ghost.
That's cool.
Hi, Lucinda.
Hi, Lucinda.
All right, 2 buffs and 5 silvers from the bag and 2 silvers and $5. Oh, geez, Marty. All right, we're putting that one aside. All right, let's see if we can find a foreign tonight. Very rarely do we ever do a box of nickels without getting a Canadian. Marty, do you keep your San Francisco Mint coins? $20.06. No, it's that's wild though. I'll take that to my coin guy. Hi, Mrs. Can Do, twice in one night. Good evening. How do you guys like the camera set up? Is this much better than me holding the camera with one hand? Only proofs. You only keep the S proofs. Okay, that makes sense. If I get any 40s, if I get any 40 San Franciscos or 50s, I keep those too. Okay, 64. Okay, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the mat to dump the coins. It's just going to make things so much easier. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mystic. That's what I thought so, Rich. I didn't think it did look like a mint error. All right, guys, roll 2. Hey, Bill, that one-sided put together Kennedy half with the 2 back sides, that was a hit at the coin show. Okay, don't see really any dark edges for silvers. We do see some 64. We don't keep the 64s. They made literally 2 billion of those. Another 64. Check for 75 high D, 2005 with a buffalo reverse. Speared buffalo. Oh, that's right. I remember that speared buffalo. Some have an extra die chip. This is Ken Do. Zeus has a dentist appointment too. He's getting put to sleep and having his teeth cleaned tomorrow. Denise had to pick up the food tonight because he can't have any food after midnight. I have my way in at the doctor's office tomorrow, which is why she wouldn't let me have any gooey's or make a smoothie tonight. I just want the scale to move this week. That's why I didn't make the announcement last week that I said I had to make this week, guys, because the scale didn't move last week at the doctor's office. I was not happy. But it's going to move this week. I think this is a 64. Ooh, 68S. There we go. Yeah, I haven't had a proof in a while, Marty. That would be nice. We have a lot of those sedation dentistry places around here. They're very popular. Ooh, that is a really, really, really pretty 1960. That is one stunning coin right there. All right, that's getting put aside. Man, this box is just starting off great, guys. I think this new Jefferson, I think that's about as ugly. I don't like the new Jeffersons. Howdy, AU Diver. $61, not a keeper. And what do we got here? Wow, that's an 83. It looks like a 53. All right. All right, gang, roll 3. Yeah, Bill, StreamYard, let me know I'm close to my free minutes again. I think if you get over halfway, Bill, they tell you that. He does, Mystic. He definitely looks like a creeper, especially if he gets like a dirty coin or whatever. It does look like a creeper. It really does, Mystic. You're exactly right. Okay, we got one older looking edge right there, and that's a 2006, so never mind. And that is a little thicker and a little shinier there. 2023. There we go. 56. 56 Denver, and it's got a little nick in the edge. All right, there's another 50s. No silver yet, but the fines are racking up, guys. Nickels are fun. Oh, that's awesome. Lucinda, that's what Zeus does. He sleeps all day and then he runs around the house crying at night for somebody to play with him after he slept all day. Yeah, he's going to sleep tomorrow after coming back from the vet. I can tell you that. Denise thinks he's been a little lethargic lately because she thinks he may have a bad tooth. So they're going to check that out tomorrow when they clean his teeth. When we adopted Athena, we didn't realize it, but she had a lot of dental problems, and about a year after we got her, she had to go into the dentist and be put to sleep for she had to have like five or six teeth removed out of the back. And oh my gosh, was she so much better after that. She got rid of all her tooth pain. Howdy, dig in Louisiana. I should have used Denise's phone for this. It's a little clearer than my phone. And in case anybody's wondering, yes, Denise wants me to get a haircut. 63 Denver. All right, roll 4. Nice, Morty. Yeah, Greg, those 2 boxes that me and Bill did back to back, they were definitely companion boxes because they were just in fuego. Man, Bill, I'm 4 rolls in, Bill, and my fingers are turning black already. I'm going to say these are dirtier. Well, of course, these probably get handled a lot more than $50. I would think. Guys, I yawned while making the intro to my Monday Dings video last night, and then when I was playing it back to edit it, I watched myself yawn on the videotape, and it made me yawn again. I had to cut that out of the video. I'm like, even a picture of somebody yawning makes you yawn. Yeah, I think I'll make that ghost-looking coin my short for tomorrow morning. And for those of you here in the stream tonight, how many people? Wow, we got 28 people here tonight. We're going to have a surprise giveaway on Bill's stream tomorrow. I'm not going to mention it, but you guys are definitely going to want to be in Bill's stream tomorrow night. We have a surprise giveaway. Ooh, that's a pretty 62. Bill, they had a lot of people at the coin show that had nickels and pennies, modern nickels and pennies to they had a lot of nice graded stuff.
I don't know how I got muted.
But yeah, the guy that I offered $7.50 when he wanted 750, yeah, he was not real happy with me.
I wonder how long you got muted, Rob.
Do what, Bill?
I was muted for a while. I didn't even realize it.
I was wondering why you weren't answering me.
Now we know. Because I said a few things and nobody said nothing. It was a mystic. Bill, are you muted? I look out. Yes, I am.
Yeah, see, Mystic just said it. Yeah, Mystic's got that old, or excuse me, Marty V's got that old fairgrounds, guys. He has cleaned up over that place over the years. And then once he got the Manicore, it brought that place back to life, just the way they say it does on the advertisements. Troy may not like his Manicore, but I will tell you this, Marty definitely likes his.
Well, if you listened in on Mermaid's video tonight, that Pirate Mike had a Manicore, and they figured it got about 6 more inches in depth than her Elite. And that's a fairly deep machine.
Well, I know Marty's happy with it.
But then for what they want for it, it should be.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It should make your lunch for you, Bill.
Yep. And take out the trash and put a new bag in the can.
Absolutely. Ooh, there's a really dark edge there, guys. Do you see it? Look at that.
Yep.
Right there. And it's just a dirty coin. Oh, it's a modern 2010. Very dirty.
Good night, Mrs. Kendu.
Have a good night, Mrs. Kendu. Nice fairy dust.
Oh, yeah, you should be able to, Yodi, there at the American River.
Hi, Yodi. Nice, Yodi, definitely. Hey, Bill. There's a guy in my club, Jerry, that just got a permission at a 80-acre Boy Scout camp that's been there since the 20s.
Yeah.
And he went and did a test hunt the first time, and he got, I think, several Wheaties and a Scout slide. And he took Denise K over there this weekend. She got her first silver quarter, a Scout slide, and that 54 Irish large penny. And she's excited as hell.
Yeah.
And Jerry says they've been back there 5 times now, and they've barely left the area of the road, and they've already got two gold rings.
Wow.
And the guy that gave him permission on the scout ground, he controls several other old scouting properties in the area, and he told Jerry when they're done with this one, he can go to another one.
Nice.
Dalton's crapping his pants.
Huh.
All right, it's a 70D, not an S. Okay. Yeah, Dalton one of those scout grounds, but yeah, Mystic, definitely good luck. But that sounds like you're gonna have a good day. $19.60. Don't keep any 60s. All righty. Uh-oh, what is Robin making? Just prepping dinner for barbecue tonight, salmon, and I'm having steak. Nice. Yeah, Denise isn't a big fish either, Torchy. If she fixes me and her dad fish, she'll have hot dogs or something. Flying Arrow, Mr. Jared, welcome. Good evening.
Hi, Flying Arrow. I didn't even look to see what year that was. I just threw it down. Yeah, Marty, what's the deepest coin you ever dug with the Manicore so far? Just wondered.
Inquiring minds want to know, Marty.
Hi, Cajun Way.
Hi, Cajun Way. We've got a 48 tonight, Cajun Way. That's our oldest coin tonight. We've got one San Francisco Mint, a 68. And I think we've got two 50s coins. But we're going to get silver tonight, aren't we, Bill?
Marty says he pulled silver pinpointer deep.
Wow, guys, look at this 1950. That is just stunning.
That's a nice shape.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's got some really nice color to it, too. Almost that goldish hue. That's a keeper. That's going in a 2x2. 1950 nickels that look like that don't grow on trees. Bill, they had an appraiser there from ICG, International Coin Group, I believe. They had an appraiser there, and he looked at my 70S proof, and he said, there's too many. Hi, Mark. Hi, Chop Shop. He said there were too many micro scratches on it. It wouldn't be worth getting it graded.
Oh, bummer. How you doing, Mark?
Well, we've already put 8 coins tonight, guys. That's awesome. Not bad for. This is our 8th roll, so one finder roll. I'm taking that. Oh, is it a D, the 1950? Hang on, Marty. No, is that the rare one, Marty?
Hi, Maple Leaf.
Hi, Maple Leaf.
Deepest coin,
Oh, yeah.
Greg.
Oh, yeah. 50 D is only 2.6 million made. That's a 1250 coin. Hey, an MS60, it's still a $2 coin. That's a good find there, Rob. Yes, I don't know if that's MS60, but that's damn near AU. Oh, that's a dollar coin there.
Deepest coin on I ever dug was 19 to 20 inches on a Fisher F70. Good machine.
Yep, there you go, 2.6. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Your mother took your food away. I know the hag.
That's pretty good, Cajun Way.
$4.29 in clad is a great day. I mean, if you look at those guys in Australia, Jim from MD Melbourne, he went out the other day and hit a park he'd never hit before. And not only did he get 3 old coins and one of them was silver, he got like $32 in change because they got those $2 Aussie unis down there. And it's the same with the Canadian guys. They usually get $15, $20, $25 a day. You go out 2 times a week and you're making $30 a day, $60 times 4, $250 in 2 months. You've paid for a freaking Knox 600. How the hell can you beat that? I think I've got a total of 4 or 5 $1 coins my entire digging career. The $1 coins just haven't taken off here. Hi, Phil Garner. Meow. Meow. Buddy, I can't sit here and pet you this whole night. Yeah, your mother took your food bowl away. Uh-oh, we did it, Marty. Hang on, Denise gonna yell at me. Boom! It's a V nickel.
Oh, nice.
You can see the V right there. There it is, Marty.
Yeah. Nice, Rob.
Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that. Guys, that's only my second V nickel ever in a box of nickels.
Sweet.
Boom. All righty, guys. I believe that has an 8 in front of it. $18.99.
Sweet.
1800's nickel tonight, guys.
Congrats, Rob. That's a good one.
Wow, I didn't even know, Bill. I didn't even notice. Look at the difference of that, Bill. Look how thin that is. I didn't even see that. And it came up the back. I just thought it was another one of those worn planchets. But I could just barely see the V. Oh, guys, that's 1899. Box is made tonight, guys.
Yep.
Where's Charlie? All right, let's get the banner going. Yeah, that even looks better than a buffalo. There we go, guys. 0 silver, 0 proof, 0 enders, but 1 V nickel, guys. Outstanding.
Yep.
Oh, that just made I didn't even see it, guys, there. Wow, this stuff is still out there, Marty. Wow. Tell you, Cajun, that just made my night. I encourage everybody to try this. When I go back to the bank tomorrow and take back this $100 in nickels, I'm gonna order 2 more boxes of pennies. That's a nice looking 85. All right, guys, that was the find of the box right there. Greg, you've never found a V nickel metal detecting? Wow. Thank you, Marty. It is a very thin one, Yodi. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Filling Arrow. Wow, it just made my night, guys.
Paige, what I got to do is find one of your banks near you that'll order them for you.
All right, let's open
Hi,
up the
Grandma Kelly.
Miss Kelly, you just missed it. Got my find of the year for nickels. Grandma Kelly, we just found this. Look at that beauty, $18.99. She's wiped, but I don't care. She's absolutely gorgeous. That's right. Give me all the old dusty stuff in the back. Absolutely.
Excuse me. Yeah, it is, Mark.
I've been thinking of setting up a business here where I just carry around a box of quarters, a box of quarters, a box of nickels, a box of dimes, and a box of pennies. And I go into local convenience stores. And a lot of these times it's like these little one owner, your foreigners, they don't usually have time to go to the bank and they're always low on coins. And I was just wondering if they would let me, I could sell them coins and they could let me go through their register. And I'd be their coin supplier, give them my number, and they could always call me if they're short of nickels or pennies, and I'd go down there and swap it out. And then in exchange for that, I get to look at their bills and their coins. See if they get any silver certificates or star notes or special serial numbers. Wish I'd probably do that after I get my hip fixed. Oh wow, Greg. Shield nickels are down here in Florida. Shield nickels are so much harder to find. I think Dalton's only got 2 or 3. I've only got 1, and you can't even. You can't even read. Evening, Ellsworth. Howdy, Miss Kelly. Wow. I can't believe, Bill, I picked that up without even seeing it. You gotta love doing this stuff live, guys. I think that's a 74. Bill, where around you guys live, do they set up all the tents with the fireworks sales?
Oh yeah, big ones. Plus
Yeah,
this local Sam's Club. You go into Sam's Club and you just walk past tons of fireworks.
Yeah, we got all the roadside ones down here too.
Hi, Ben.
Well, guys, after this stream is over, that title will be changed to hi, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Ongish. Welcome to the stream. Good evening, Miss Beth. There's Mr. Jeremy. What the hell are you doing up this late, sir? Yeah, see, I even did this to the roll, and I didn't see that thin one. All right, nothing standing out here. Yeah, Cajun, that stuff that happened out there in Idaho is just absolutely horrible. I can understand that if you're a cop and you get dispatched, you're armed, you can defend yourself or you can shoot back, but those damn firefighters just went out there to put a fire out.
Yeah.
I just don't know what motivates these people. Yeah, Yodi, around here too. It seems like they have a deal with each shopping center or Winn-Dixie store because they all come back and put their tents back in the same parking lots every year. Wow, nice 2022. Be nice to get a proof, Bill. I haven't gotten a proof nickel in a while.
That'd be nice.
I just can't believe. Can't believe though. I got me a V nickel. Now I just got to catch up to Marty now.
A shield nickel, that'd be nice.
Shield nickel would be nice. All right, 57. It's not too old, but it is 50. So we'll put it aside there for the grand total.
Oh, so you live next to a big bomb factory, huh, Jerry? Or 10 minutes away from a big bomb factory? One of them places, they go up.
No worries, Grandma Kelly.
Well, you know one thing, Rob, I never realized? My hometown is only 3 miles away from another town. I used to call them Twin Cities. And going over to see a friend of mine one night, and there's this overpass on the freeway. And when you go across, it went up a steep hill. And there was a paint supply place up at the top of the hill. Well, caught fire one night. I didn't realize paint is like old rubber tires, almost impossible to put out once it catches fire.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, it blew up, burned the place to the ground, everything. Yeah, I asked the firefighter, you couldn't put it out? He goes, well, this was the old paint, not the new stuff. He goes, it's almost impossible to put out once it starts. But dang.
Zeus is not happy nobody's petting him.
Oh,
He keeps walking over to where his food bowl is, and it's not there.
oil-based enamel. Yeah, that's what it was in the old days. Yogi.
Ooh, look at the beautiful toning on that. Of course, it's got a smudge right here where the date is.
Extra lead.
Nothing like putting on some lead in your mouth. Ooh, that is a toned 58, Bill. Look at this 58. Wow. That is gorgeous for a 58. Oh, yeah. That's going in a 2x2. That is just stunning. All right.
Yeah, Jeremy. I remember that place. Still burning. Lick those.
What happened to that town up in Pennsylvania that's still burning underground that they evacuated the whole town?
It's still burning. Yeah, it's just burning. There's nothing they can do.
It's like underground, right? Like through caverns and.
Yeah, it's underground. Marty says, "Look those nasty black nickel fingers." Oh, damn. Flying arrow. Hell yeah. That would be nasty.
Yeah, I bet, Jared. Absolutely, Marty. Lick those nasty black fingers. Absolutely, Marty. Did he just go outside? Yep. He's going to go outside and cry to the neighbors now. See if anybody will pay attention to him.
Huh.
Wake up the neighbor's beagle.
Mystic is asking, is that a 58 Black Beauty nickel?
I'm not familiar with them, but man, it's got that beautiful dark. You know what? I guess that's what that would be. Look at that. Just look at that beautiful dark toning. All right, now I gotta look that up. Yep, that's exactly what they look like, Bill.
Sweet. So it's a keeper.
Oh, some guy on eBay wants $250 for one. These people are just freaking idiots. Okay, it has to be a Philadelphia. It is a Philadelphia.
Improper annealed planchet. Yeah, I can see that.
Yep, I think that's a Black Beauty. Boom. That's my first one of those. Thank you. I don't know who said that, but thank you. Probably Marty, but thank you, guys.
No, it's Mystic.
Or Mystic. Thank you, Dan. Bill, I had a great time with Mystic at the coin show on Friday.
Awesome.
It was great meeting him. Picked him up at his place. We were on the interstate in 10 minutes, heading over to the coin show.
Flying arrow, were you looking for the extra break on your side?
Oh, there's a nice 69. Not a keeper, but that's a nice 69. I've not found a 2009 yet tonight.
You haven't got a Canadian nickel yet either.
Wow, 33 good people in here. Thank you all so much. And that is an 82. improperly annealed planchet. Very cool. Yes, it was. We had a good time, Mystic. Get yelled at by security for videotaping. Ooh, there's a brown edge.
I forget what I said.
Look at that brown edge right there.
Oh, yeah. Another 58.
Yeah.
No.
2020. No, 2020. And not as many older ones as I thought. Still a lot of that new style ugly Jefferson. But that's okay. We've gotten two major finds tonight, guys. The Black Beauty and the V nickel.
Yep.
Of course, now I'm sitting here telling Marty, why haven't I done more nickel boxes? I haven't found a 2025 nickel yet either. Marty, have you gotten any 2025 nickels yet?
Lucinda war nickels are from the end of 42 to 1945.
Yes. Yep. There you go. Not all 42s are silver Lucinda. They started making them around October. So the last 3 months of 42, they made them. So basically like 3¼ years. But yeah, 42, 43, 44, and 45, they have 35% silver in them. And they do look different when they come out of the ground, and they ring up a little higher than a regular nickel. Just 1 or 2 numbers higher. Like if my nickels ring up a 13, it'll ring up a 14, 15.
Yes, Cajun, they made silver nickels in 42, but it was towards the end of 42.
Yeah, there's both silver and non-silver nickels in 42, and you can definitely tell the difference. Bill, when I was looking to buy some Canadian to finish out, because I had a couple people I owed Canadian dimes to, before I went to my local silver guy, I called him up and he said, I got some silver Canadians. I was looking on eBay or Amazon, and there was a guy selling, I think 50, 68 silver Canadians. And I started doing some research, and I'm like, you can't buy, don't ever buy 68 Canadian dimes from somebody on eBay, guys. Half the dimes in 68 from Canada were silver, and the other half were not. And guys, they weigh the exact same. You cannot tell the dime by putting it on a scale. So they could be telling you they're silver, and you could get all 68s that are clad, and you'd never know it because the edge looks the same and they weigh the same. So don't ever buy a 68 dime on the internet, guys. I like learning about Canadian coins.
Magnet won't work on it. Older, yes, but there's too much copper. And the silver content, the silver nickel, the magnet won't stick to it. Well, you mean it's got to be almost completely nickel for a magnet to stick to it.
Oh, William says you can use a magnet. Okay.
Well, yeah,
Thank you, William. I did not know that.
No, well, Rob, I believe in 68 they were clad with copper and nickel. The older Canadian nickels were mainly nickel, and yes, the magnet will stick to them. But when you add the higher content of copper, a magnet will not stick. 68 will stick to a magnet? Okay. I thought that was too new for that. Thank you, William.
Well, 68 what? A 68 copper or 68 silver? Which one, William?
A magnet wouldn't stick to the one with silver in it because it'd be too much silver in it. Nickel is magnetizable, but once you add more metal, if it's over 50% of something else, a magnet will not stick to it.
Well, Canadian coins that last year, they were only 50% silver. 67, they were 80% silver, and then they went to 50% silver in 68, and then they phased that out.
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
Yeah, if it was 50%, a magnet wouldn't stick to it.
I got to get me a nice, you know what, Bill? I got to go to the fridge and get one of those magnets you sent me.
That's
I've
what.
got silver dimes here.
That's why a magnet won't stick to our nickels because, yeah, there's nickel in it, but it's more copper than nickel.
And we're losing more money making the nickels than we are making the pennies.
Yeah, by a lot.
Oh, there it is. We got another goal tonight. There we go, guys. 78 Canadian beaver coin, guys. Queen Elizabeth. Boom. We got our foreign. Nice.
Here, let's see.
Another check off the list tonight.
Because,
I'm the happiest little clam here, guys. The only thing we don't have tonight is a proof and silver, and we're gonna get them.
oh,
Nickel
okay.
is a ferrous metal. Okay.
Yeah, I got a magnet here, and this nut will stick to it. And this thing will pick up some heavy stuff. But here's an American nickel.
Thank you, Marty.
A magnet will not stick to
Darren Hobbies. Darren, look at this, buddy. We got this about 3 rolls ago, buddy. Look at that. 1899 V nickel, sir. Look at that baby. It's worn as hell, but I don't care. That is only my second V nickel I've ever found.
Darren Hobby says the nickels are going away too.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I haven't heard about it, but it wouldn't surprise me.
There's probably only about 8 bazillion nickels in circulation, though. Bill, we got some good movies coming out later this week. The new Jurassic Park with Scarlett Johansson comes out this week.
Oh, does it?
Yep. And no offense, but I could watch Scarlett Johansson all day long.
Yeah, me too. Seven gazillion or 64, says Marty.
Yep, absolutely, Marty. At least I think 4 billion, Marty.
Something like that. Yeah, that's up there.
And the funny thing is, if I took that V-nickel up to the bank, they'd say, what is that worth? And I'd be like, absolutely nothing except the 5 cents that it is.
Hi, Mike. Excuse me, Mike Degree.
Evening, Mike. And they'd go, yeah, but it's an 1899. I go, but yeah, it's not even in G4 condition. So yeah, they had some beautiful coins at that coin show. Aaron, that's only my second one, sir. In numerous years. I think this is just a crusty. Oh, that looks ugly. That looks like a metal detecting nickel right there. All right, we'll check that date. We'll check that date later. That's going to need some work. Yeah, And that's going to need some work. That's ugly.
No, not all
Sure,
money's
yeah,
going away. So,
Yeah, Beth, that's not a good sign for metal detectors and metal detecting companies. That's for sure.
well, the reason what I heard is because a lot of other countries like England and the UK has already said they're going to keep money, printed and coins, and use all. Well, people come over from another country to visit
Well,
here.
you know, when the UK went into the European Union, they went in as a union member, but they kept their own currency.
Yeah.
Which was the only reason they were allowed to do that Brexit, because how would you have done that Brexit if all your money was euro money? You'd have had to remint all your own money again.
Yeah.
So by them keeping their money, it made that exit out of the European Union a lot easier.
A lot of other countries said, oh, like look at only 41% of the people in Mexico have bank accounts. So you've got
No,
59%
Darren.
that don't.
Ooh, nice, Jared. I don't know if that's good or bad. Google says that 68 Canadian dimes and quarters are both struck in nickel or silver. The only way to identify a difference is using a magnet. Thank you, Tom. No, Marty, the fun show's this week. The fun show is this weekend. Several of the vendors that were in town from out of state, they were staying at local hotels because the two shows ran back to back. The fun show is in Orlando, which is about another 45 minutes east of where we were.
Hi, Ringo.
So yeah, even Ringo. So yeah, most of the vendors, the fun show is even bigger, Marty. This was called Collectorama. That convention center was nice, not too big. They had handicap parking close to the door, which made my life a lot easier. William, not bad. I heard. I put up. Like I say, I had that 1,000. I had a coin that a guy had marked 1,050, and he immediately said, "I'll take 750 cash for it." That was a $400 markdown. I saw other guys selling old the horse blanket bills, the big bills. One guy had a beautiful one, and he was writing up a sale for $5,000 or $6,000. They were giving out some good deals. I checked a few coins compared to what they were selling for on the internet, and several of the coin guys, their stuff was actually lower. But like we say on the internet, guys, that's always not the place to buy. Oh, is this a 38 or a 58? That is a 38, Bill. Boom. We have a 30s.
Nice.
A first year Jefferson, guys, 1938, and it is a Philly. Boom, our first 30s. Nice. Now we got 30s, 40s, and 1899s. Okay, so let's look here. 1830, 38D is the rare one. 38S, so 19 million, 19.5 million to 38. So it's not rare, but that's a good find. Evening, Martin.
Oh, Martin.
We'll definitely be washing our hands tonight. 2002, that's a year you don't see that often. Well, Bill, I was saying this in one of the streams. By the time I get out there detecting, it'll be over a year since I hit any park or anything in this area. So since there's not that many other detectors around here, I should hopefully all those parks will be restocked up. Some jewelry, some coins. Where's that old? Nope, 86. 2021. Ooh, this looks worn. 64 Denver. Wow, is that baby worn? Look at that. This is, it's nice, Bill, with the nickels compared to the halves. I can take this box that's going to have just under $100 in it right up to the credit union tomorrow, put it in their coin machine, get my $100 back, and I'm out of there in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Ringo and Czar, good evening.
There are double die errors on both sides of the 38P. Really?
Okay. All right, where's that 38 at? Oh, I just hope I didn't just dump that back in the... Oh, there it is. All right, I'll check that out. Absolutely, Marty. Ooh, that one looks thin right there, Bill. This could be foreign. Nope, just a thin rim. Hey guys, I can't complain here, guys. We've gotten beyond our wildest dreams in this box tonight.
No, it's been a good box so far.
So bills are going to stop raining up there that you can get out?
Let's see. Whoops, there's the one I'm looking for. Actually, only 34% chance tomorrow. 49. Yeah, by the afternoon it'll be too hot, and it looks like maybe Wednesday or Thursday I can get out. Friday definitely, but I have to go early. It's going to be hot otherwise. Very good, Diver. What I learned back home is all the little store owners and people laundromats, they all looked for silver quarters because quarter was the most often used change in a store. And place used to buy my cigarettes from, I walked in, I asked the guy because he collected coins. I go, "You ever get any silver quarters?" And he pulled the bag out. He goes, "This is from last week," and it probably must have been 30 silver quarters in there.
Oh my God.
But when you get smoke shops, you get to people that don't have a lot of money, and maybe somebody's passed away in their family and they got a bunch of change. Turns out there's silver and stuff. But even one lady where I used the laundromat before I had a washer and dryer, she goes, "Yeah, I get some occasionally, but not a lot."
Yes, Greg, we did a box of silvers here, Bill and I, one night about 3 weeks ago, and about 3 rolls after I said in 8 years of quarters I've never got silver. About 3 rolls later, Greg, I got my first silver.
Yeah.
I like you get to find the W quarters, the West Point. Those are $7, $8, $10 a piece. They go for if they're in nice shape. Then you get your proofs. But yeah, I just got my first. Silver's nowhere near as prevalent as it is with halves, Greg. But if you can get quarters, yeah, there's also a lot of errors to look for in quarters. Okay, we got a goldish edge here. That's an interesting color. That's got a rainbow gold, but that's just a 77. This looks old, 53. That's a 50s. That'll stay.
What roll is this, Rob? Just wondering.
17.
Uh,
I don't know if we're gonna get through all 50 rolls tonight, Bill. We may do a half a box tonight.
okay. My
Yeah,
bank
it's already 11. We'll probably go to about 11:30.
Okay.
I'd hate not to be able to do my Sunday stream because I had no hours left.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg, I can see why they don't have any use anymore. I mean, it's not like casinos use halves and dollars anymore. So,
Yeah, it used to be for casinos, but not anymore. I watched that show on YouTube yesterday. A guy did a show about the two guys that created all the fake casino chips back in the 20-teens and took the casinos for a couple million before they got caught.
yeah.
Of course, the one guy hired a hooker and partied and told the hooker what he did. And she had a boyfriend in jail, so she thought she could, if she told the police, she might be able to get her boyfriend out of jail for her. So she squealed on the guy, and their whole little enterprise came to an end. I'm like, what idiots. I still haven't found an 09 tonight. '76. That was the one quarter they didn't do any bicentennial with. Was '76 was nickels.
Yeah.
Dime rolls. I get more silver out of dimes, Greg, than quarters. I've done okay with dimes.
Yep, believe me, so do I. John Chum. Good evening.
Absolutely, William. Even John Chum. Okay, there's a thick rim. There's some different colored rims.
Copy.
And that I believe is a 56. '56 Philly. Boom. Another old coin.
Get ready.
Monkey King Metals. Pulled a 92 Canadian dime from the coin star today. Boom. Good job. We've gotten one S coin tonight, guys. One San Fran coin. Okay, is this old or does it just look old? 91 just looks old.
All the way in, buddy. All the way in. Great. All the way in. Go.
Bill's over there herding cats, guys.
Yep. Hey.
Oh, that's the fourth coin. I can't see what the hell it is. I'll put aside.
What?
Oh, I got a good trivia question. What was the last year of the Eagleback quarter? Hi, Dagger Cards.
89?
I believe you're correct, Bill. I can't remember if it's 89 or 87, but you're right there, Bill. Oh, Monkey King Metal says 98.
Oh, that's right. 98. I got it backwards.
That's right. That's right. You can ask your teller if they've got any customer rolled coins. A lot of banks, they've got to count all those guys and put them in their safe. Sometimes if you come by and take them off their hands, they're very happy.
Yes, they are.
Less crap they have to count. And just like my bank, they ask, just take them back to someplace else after you buy them there. There is a 67. You know, guys, it's amazing how little love the Jefferson nickel gets. I mean, considering it goes back to 1938. If that was a 1938 dime a quarter, you'd be excited as shit. But because it's got a Jefferson on it, nobody cares. Literally, the Jefferson nickel really is the shat upon coin of metal detecting.
Yep, Monkey King's right. 99 was when the state quarter started.
Everybody wants to find a buffalo.
Yep.
99 was the statehood quarters. Okay, so 98. Thank you, Monkey King. Thank you, good 36 people, for being here tonight. I ask every bank I go into, Dagger coin cards. Yeah, not as many older nickels as I thought there'd be from the beginning. 77, 79. Yeah, I don't like the new Jefferson nickels. I like these. I like that face better than that face. But still, I don't know. I'm a traditionalist. Ooh, this looks really shiny. 2023. I just like the traditional nickel. I'm old, guys. I don't like things to change. But I didn't understand when I was younger that the only thing people used to say, the only thing that's constant is change. I didn't understand that when I was a young person. I also didn't understand the phrase, the business of America is business. I didn't understand that when I was younger either. It's the only thing about getting older, you do actually learn some things.
That does suck, Monkey King. Dang.
Yes, that does suck. Yeah, Greg, I agree. Wow, Marty, yet to get a 38. Wow. Well, got one tonight, Marty. All righty, guys, we're going to do 6 more rolls, and then we're going to call it a night. I didn't even notice, Bill. These are from Loomis. Yeah, when I worked at the armored car company, Bill, they wouldn't let me touch. They wouldn't let me touch. You didn't get to touch any of the money. Hey, can I go through that? No. Oh, no 38 Buffalo. Okay. Come on, Buffalo. That's exactly what we want, a Buffalo. All right, there's one dark rimmed edge here in the front. $82. Chocolate brown. It just amazes me how dirty coins get. I mean, look at this. I see some money, Bill. When I was a cop on patrol, I pulled this car over and had a young couple in it. And make a long story short, they had just done a bunch of drug deliveries. They were up from Miami and they did a bunch of drug deliveries. I didn't get any drugs in the car, but she had a loaded gun in her diaper bag. He had a pair of handcuffs. He had a pair of handcuffs under the floor mat. And then their little black book had all these 1OZ, 2OZ, 3OZ marks with the amount for an ounce of Coke. And they had like, I don't know, $4,700 or $6,700 on them. And so I obviously wound up arresting her for the gun charge. And I seized the car. And then I went down to St. Pete. They had 2 drug dogs on. And they had these 2 wooden, they had them in a 90-degree thing. They had these 2 wooden boxes, like long boxes with like holes in them. And then they took the dogs and put them outside in the yard. And the guy said, take your money and put it under whatever box you want. So I went in there and I took the money and we went back and sat back in the room. One of the guys would call his dog on and he'd go, find the shit. And the dog went over and put his nose in every hole. And when he got to the one with the drug money in it for the drug smell, for the Coke, for the drug, drugs, the dog sat right down and he took him back out. Second dog came back in and we moved it to a different location. Second dog hit on the money too. And my department filed for forfeiture for the money as drug possession. And they had to hire a lawyer. And they eventually did get their car and their money back, but it took them some serious time. But they went back to Miami without a car or drug money.
Huh.
$2008. That's as close as we've come to a 2009. Yeah, Mike, I can understand that. Because I'm going to be washing my hands thoroughly before I touch anything tonight.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Greg.
I found that out, Greg. Did you see, Bill? I think it was in LaGuardia or someplace in New York. Some Egyptian citizen that was trying to sneak a whole bunch of food in from his country into New York. He was trying to sneak it in, and they had this little beagle that was doing the thing, and the beagle lured on as a suitcase. And they told the guy to open his suitcase, and he got so mad he kicked the dog so hard that he took his dog off his feet and sent him about 10 feet in the air.
Wow.
And they had to take the dog to the vet to get checked out, and they arrested him. They arrested him for battery on a police canine.
Good.
Oh, here we go. Here's that one, guys. Look at that old one. Let's see if we got another 38 or 39, guys. Cocaine will put a tag on your toe. You got that right, Greg. All right, guys, here is that old back. There is no mint mark. What do we got? Oh, my God, 75. Never mind. There is another 1970, but it is a D. Wow, I normally find 3, 4, 5 S's a box, and we've got one tonight. Mario, do you get a lot more San Francisco out there being in the middle of the country? Oh, there's a nice tone 64, but again, we're not keeping any 64s. It would have to be a practically a proof.
Monkey King says there's a 75 high D to look for.
Thank you, Monkey King. Here comes Zeusy. Hi, buddy. Yeah, here we go. Nobody playing with you out there in the cat house? All right, guys, we got 4 rolls after this one. The D will be in between the ponytail and the 5. Thank you. These hands are just. I will definitely have my damp rag here next week when we finish this box. Oh, nice, Marty.
Cajun, total of 14 right now. But they're not all mine. They're just all in the same house. Some are up for grabs.
Oh, Bill, Denise brought a third cat home last week. One of her clients found it on the golf course. And Denise brought it over to see how it would get along with her, too. And that didn't go well.
No.
There was a lot of territorial hissing going on here, Bill.
Oh, yeah. I learned that a long time ago. If you bring them from another house or the pound, that's one thing. But when you come in from outside and they've been feral long enough, you normally don't get along with the rest of the cats.
Okay, is this an S? I can't see. No, it's a D. So yeah, they found her son-in-law or her son's going to take it when they move back out of state. So they found a home for him. She's a really good, really friendly kitty. It obviously was somebody's cat that got out, but buddy, if I pet you, I'm going to get black stuff all over your fur.
And then he'll be in trouble with mom.
And then I'll be in trouble. That's exactly right. Listen to Mr. Bill. He's also happy. He's also not happy Bill's his food dish isn't out.
Yeah. And I'm hungry. Feed me.
Yeah, this is the most fed cat in the universe. Well, Bill, I finally went on a nice winning streak on chess.com today.
Yeah.
Took my rating back up from a 467 back up to a 570. So I went up 100 points in my rating today.
Nice.
Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, had to plug the phone in. I heard the little alarm. I heard the little alarm at 5%. Bill, we got the sofa that's in the living room. My sister got it. My sister got it when she was doing handyman work, and she had cleaned out a house. The people wanted to get rid of the sofa. And it's a really nice sofa. It's got the recliners. It's got the electric recliners on both ends. You just push the button, and it's the wall hugger recliners. But both sides of the sofa have it. We don't sit in it much because Denise and I use that love seat that's got the recliners. But the sofa is nice, and not only does it have the button on the side for the recliners, it's got a USB port in between the buttons. And Bill, it is the fastest USB port in the world. I mean, I have never seen a USB that charges. Yeah, if he's been declawed in the front, he was definitely somebody's cat.
Yeah.
Does she make kitty gooeyes? No, she buys those squeezy cat treats, Mike, and they love those things. Evening, Ram. Justin Winch, good evening.
Good evening, Justin.
We're going to do 2 more rolls after this one, guys, and we're going to call it a night. That'll be half the box. We have had a great night, guys. Not only have we found 30s, 40s, and 50s, an S coin, a beautiful black beauty. First one of them I've ever had, a absolutely stunning 1958. Just stunning. Not only that, but the coin find of the night, guys, for the folks that just came in, we got an 1899 V-nickel. Boom. She's worn as hell, but I don't care. You can barely read the date, but it's there, guys. 1899.
Yep. Great find, Rob.
Very, very happy with that.
Hi, Canes.
Hi, Kane's Coins. I know. Nice find. Yeah, we found that about a half hour ago. Didn't even see it in a roll. I just picked it up, thought it was a smooth coin.
Mike the Grease says, should have given that box to Charlie. He probably still wouldn't have found it.
Poor Charlie. He'll get a B nickel. It's going to have to be on probably one of John's permissions or somewhere that they go doing a. I'll tell you something, Bill. When I drove around Pensacola that weekend, I was up there with Charlie. There are some nice old sections of town in Pensacola that even the curb strips. I mean, yeah, I'd go back to Pensacola in a heartbeat, guys. I'd probably want to stay one more night for as long as it is.
I haven't heard of that. MS1 grade 1 is a new thing. Yeah, that's the first I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. $64. We're not keeping the 60s. And I say that, and we get a 59. So 59, Denver. All right. Ow. Ow. I know, buddy. Life is rough, isn't it? All right, guys, here is roll 24. I know, I see you, and I hear you. I see you, and I acknowledge you. I don't want to be acknowledged, I want to be petted.
One, check eBay. People actually pay for it.
All right, we got one brownish edge, and then one that just looks dirty, and that's because it is 2005. Let's see what this brown edge is. Just a dirty coin. It's got a food spill or something on it. I really wonder what people do with these coins. What? All right, I got one more roll after this, buddy, and then I can give you some petting time. You get petted more than your mother does. And that's not good. Zeus, I hear you, buddy. $64. We've had our fair share of 64s tonight. It's amazing how many nice looking 2022s and 2023s there are that they just don't seem like these are even getting out into circulation. Right,
no, I'm on eBay. I'm seeing MS70, MS64. I don't see any MS1.
Yeah, I know, Marty. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kane. All right, guys, last roll of the night. And we got one dull rim. I don't think it's off color enough to be silver.
Okay, Justin, because I'd like to see that.
Well, Bill, we're going to do a comment picker for a coin tonight.
Sure, why not? Fairy Dust says, Rob, thank you. Just picked up my mail.
Oh, good deal, Fairy Dust. I can't feed him tonight, J. Paul. He's got a dentist appointment in the morning. Denise has had to take his food off the floor. And that's another reason he's not happy. He can't have anything after midnight tonight, and it's already 11:30. So, yeah, he's not getting anything. He's getting sedated to have his teeth cleaned tomorrow. He doesn't know that, but ooh, a 41, Bill. We're gonna have 40s in a few minutes. There we go. Another 40s coin, guys. Boom. Our second oldest coin or third oldest coin of the night. Yeah, I'm surprised only one San Francisco, man. All righty, guys, we're going to call it a night with that roll there. Obviously, our two finds of the night, guys, are the V-Nickel and the Black Beauty. And I will do more. I'm going to find out more about these Black Beauty coins. But, guys, there we go. Let's go ahead and do a quick comment picker for a Silver Rosie. Zeus.
Thank you, Greg.
Now he's got the zoomies.
Huh.
Alrighty, guys. Type in Rosie. And we're going to give away a silver. Damn, Zeus.
Huh.
Fairy Dust, make sure you type in Rosie before you leave. Hi, Miss Wendy. He's outside, Bill. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
He'll come in when I go to bed. What are you doing, buddy? Psst, psst. Psst, psst. Come here. Psst, psst. All righty, guys, 20 more seconds. Thank you, Kane's Coins. Oh, happy birthday
Happy
tomorrow,
birthday.
sir. All righty, guys, we got 9 people in here that must not want silver. Yeah, he is very restless, Monkey King. This is his time of night. He gets fired up. Between 11:30 and 1 or 2 or 3, he's just like his ass is on fire.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, we had one more come in up to third 26. All right, guys, if you want a silver Rosie, type in Rosie. All right, it looks like everybody that's typed it in is going to type it in. Hi, Joe, Bad Idea Lab. How we doing? All righty, guys, we're going to type it. And 3, 2, 1, and somebody just got their entry in. Good deal. 3, 2, 1, and go. Boom! Colonel's collecting. Boom!
Congrats, Colonel.
Congratulations, Colonels. Let me change that to banner to there is my email, sir. Congratulations, Colonels. Way to go. So close. I know, Darren, it was close. All right, guys, Bill and I are going to call it a night. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us till 11:30 at night. I'm actually going to go get some sleep tonight. All right, Bill, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, Rob. Thanks,
all right, everybody. Have a good night. Take care. Be good humans, people.
Good night, everybody.